Hi friends, this is Susie, your Candy Crush Guru, here to help you solve the puzzle of level 2785, where we have 20 moves to collect 2 ingredients. So the ingredients start here. We have to get through all of these licorice locks, through the frosting, the licorice locked frosting, down onto the conveyor belt through all of these licorice. And then when it is right here, it's going to go from this portal over to this portal. And continue on and go from this portal over to this portal and continue on, unless we can stop it by vacating these areas. Now I've only played this through once, so I'm hoping that this is connected to this and this is connected to this. But I'm going to want to check that out. I'm going to want to see where things fall because I'm not quite sure yet. It could be that this one connects over to here. So I need to make as many specials as I can to kind of burst through this area. And I'm going to keep watching over here. Now it looks like, look at this. There's no licorice here and there is one here. So this one fell over to this side. So now we have our answer and we can proceed with trying to get the rest of the things done. But I only have one move on this board and it's an awful move. So we're going to have to be relying on a bit of luck because we don't have many opportunities on this board. We don't have a lot of chance for strategy because we don't have choices in what we can take out. Now here I could do this, which would take out a licorice, but I'm going to do this, which takes out 2 licorice and a frosting. So there, a little bit of opportunity to use some strategy. I'll go ahead and do this. Hopefully I'll be able to set this off soon without dropping it down. Let's keep trying to get a blue in here to help. Now I also have some chameleon candies on the board, and these toggle back and forth between 2 different colors every time I take a turn. So these are both green now, and this one might turn orange and this one might turn purple. We'll have to wait and see. So they both turned purple. They didn't have to. Not all green turns purple. But now next time this will be green and this will be green again. Unless I remove them for some reason. I have no other choice but to do this. So we may be here for a while. On these levels that require luck, if we don't get the luck immediately, we're going to be stuck. Okay, I want to wait. I'm going to take this move and hope that this still exists in a moment because I want to pair up this striped wrapped combo. Things could explode, but look what we got. The opportunity to get through all of those licorice locks. I just have 1 licorice lock left. I could do this to make a stripe, but I think this is more important. I need to be able to get through here. Oh, look at this. I have to get rid of this and I don't have green, or I could try to get rid of this and I don't have orange. I only have 7 moves. I'm going to slide this over because it's easier to get that to drop this way. See how this is vacating? If it happened while this was here, this would drop right in. So now, how can I take out this purple? So it looks like I have to try to make moves over here to let it slide, but I don't know. Oh good, that was enough. Okay, so now how can I get rid of this? I would like to move this over. I don't seem to be able to. Maybe I can try to slide this out so I can use it. Oh, sad stuff here. This finally slid, but it's not connected with the orange and it's way too late. So we've seen what we have to do. I just have to be much more efficient at getting all that done. And again, it's hard to do when we're looking for luck. But here's the thing, I've had really lucky boards and I've totally ruined them by playing poorly. So now that I know what needs to happen, I can employ strategies to try to capitalize, if there's a strategy to employ. I can move this here or this here. I'm going to do this just because it brings down licorice, so it clears that licorice out of the way for me. Now this is the only move available. There we go. That's it. That's the only one, and it's kind of awful. There we go. We opened up an orange. I'm having a really hard time over here. Only move available. Now if you think, well, how am I going to beat this if it's all luck and I don't have any luck? Well, the other option we have is to use boosters to help us. And if you've got some boosters that you can use without depleting your resources, like if you have access to something like the gosh, I can't think of it, the golden spaceship boosters, then you can start the level with a lot of fun stuff. Okay, so I've got this flowing even though this is still trapped. So we don't have to get rid of this, we can move things over. It's just not an easy thing to expect to have happen. This needs to now drop. I have a real hard time trying to get things through here. I can't move this up because this is blocked and so this is vacated. I'm going to make as much chaos as possible and hope that nope, it just brought the stripes through. So now this is on this path here. There's no way I can get anything done in time. I wasn't going to be able to get this freed anyway. So again, it's another turn. We'll just have to wait and see what happens on this next round. Yikes. Takes forever. Okay, so I have actually played a few more times, lost a few more times, but I'm back here again to see if I can get this opened up. And every time I play, I figure I'm learning a bit more about how this board works, which would be helpful if I had any influence over things. Okay, so now that things are opening, I might have more choices, but no. I think this is the only move I can make, and that sets off all of those stripes that I was able to build up. Let's take out those licorice. That helps. Now, with the licorice, I've got dispensers here as well, and if I... Oh gosh, my cat is whining for food. If I... what was I even talking about? Licorice. If I take out licorice on a turn, no new licorice can form and drop down. Right now it's a moot point because it can't do that anyway. It's trapped. But when it becomes open, oh, look at that. That was spectacular. When it becomes open, then it does become an issue for me. Okay, so now I have to try to figure out how to set things up for when these are in the right spots. But unfortunately, this right spot here, I've got to get one triggered differently than the other. Okay, so I got them collected. Phew! Alright, that worked. I was worried because they were both on the course at the same time, and if I couldn't affect both sides at the same time, I was going to be in trouble. But if I make enough activity under here, then it can really pull things through. And thankfully I made enough activity under both of them, so it pulled them both through at the end. That was my 9th playthrough for recording purposes. If you'd like to see more videos, you can subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, I know that was a little bit tricky at the end there, just put those below and I'll do my best to respond. Please, if you're talking about an individual video, a certain thing that happens on an individual video, give me the minute marker so I know exactly where to look for you. And as always, thanks so much for watching.